Hi, welcome to Aldala Face Toning Massage. My name is Kelly Lott and I'm a nationally certified instructor teaching massage all over the country. I have been asked many times to make a video on face toning massage as I've been teaching this since 1998. Well, I finally did it. This is a wonderful opportunity for massage therapists to be able to sit down for an entire massage treatment. This is a vigorous toning massage to the face and neck that stimulates the skin and the muscles, tightening and lifting all that's droopy. Your client will see and feel a difference in their facial skin and muscles with the very first treatment. This technique has also benefited clients with Bell's palsy and nerve damage from strokes. The facial toning treatment targets clients starting around age 40, and with regular facial toning treatments, they can help reduce the signs of aging. Okay, let's get started. Okay, now you're going to need to get 8 facial towels ready. Get them soaking wet, and then wring them out, put them in the crock pot on low about an hour before your client comes. We're also going to be using my Aldala facial line, and Aldala means beyond beautiful. All the ingredients here are made with essential oils, fruits, flowers, and plants. Now the first one we're going to be using is the Orange Blossom Cleanser, the Rose Water Toner, the Facial Detox Aromatherapy Blend, which is going to be great to help reduce any mucus and swelling. Then we'll use the Facial Massage Cream, which is wonderful with rose oil and beeswax. It makes it very slippery. And then we'll use my really yummy Sugar Smoothie Cream to massage the hands and feet a little bit later. You're also going to need a metal bowl with warm water, and you will need 2 cleanse pads to put into the water, and you will need 2 eye pads, and you'll need a headband to wrap her hair. All right, next, place a fitted sheet on the table and put a bath towel at the head and the foot. Hang the lower towel about 50% off the table, as we will be wrapping the feet later. Now ask your clients to arrive without wearing any base makeup, and if they do, remove the makeup first with the cleanse pads and orange cleanser. Now in this case, we don't have any of the base makeup on, so we're going to get started. You're going to need 2 cleanse pads. Squeeze out most of the water. And you're going to wipe just with plain water first, from the décolleté, the neck, and face. You need a clean palette to get started for massage. Next, I'm going to get the orange cleanser, maybe about a nickel. Rub your hands together, and you're going to apply that to the décolleté, neck and face. And we're just going to do small circles, removing any sweat or debris. Okay, rinse your hands first. You're going to wipe off the cleanser. Now I may go back into the water. If that's feeling cool, we'll go back into the warm water. Finish that up. Always wipe to the side or up. You do not want to wipe down the face. We're trying to defy gravity. So to the side and up. Okay, we'll set those cleanse pads aside. All right, remove 1 hot towel from your crock pot, and it will be toasty. So you want to fold that in half, give a little shake just to make sure it's not too hot, and I always test on my wrist just to make sure it's not too hot. And we start off under the chin. Cover the lips, the cheeks, and the forehead. Keep the nose clear. Press gently. Let her enjoy that for a few seconds. Now while they're enjoying that, what I like to do, I'm going to get my rose toner, and my iPads. And spray that maybe away from your client 3 times. Remove the towel slowly, and we'll just discard it down below. Place the iPads liquid side down, and this will help with puffiness and swelling. Get your toner, and you're going to spritz and let that rain right down on her face, and that's going to help close the pores. We're getting ready for the massage cream soon. All right, next we're going to do the facial detox, the aromatherapy blend, and this is going to help to open the sinuses. And I would do about 3 drops. Use your finger, and I'm going to put it at the sinus, the carotid pulse point, and at the armpits. That's where our natural drains are. Rub your hands together. Hold over their nose so she can take a nice big deep breath for me. That'll activate the aromatherapy. And I'm going to just massage this a little bit where I put it. Very lightly on the carotid and at the pits. Maybe waft a little bit. Okay, now we're going to get ready for massage. First, let's put the lid back on the bottle so we don't spill. All right, get your facial massage cream. Now we're going to put a liberal amount on here, more than you would think you would use. But don't be worried, it will disappear. It's almost like whipped cream. We're going to apply that to the décolleté, the neck, face. You want her to be slippery, slick. The skin never needs massage dry. So we've got to have this very slippery. Okay, she feels ready to me. All right, now I'm going to demonstrate the massage techniques in slow motion the first time. The second time I'll demonstrate much faster. The faster you massage, the more vigorous it becomes and the better tightening and toning they'll receive. All right, here's the first one that I call Pec Wave. Now this is going to tighten and tone the décolleté and also help to open up the armpit drains. All right, so all the fingertips are in the left pec. Sink in. Come across, lighten up over sternum, sink in right pec. Sink in, lighten up, sink in. Sink in, lighten, sink in. Now you're going to do this approximately 10 times, like each shoulder would be a count. Just always remember to lighten up over the sternum. Okay. All right. The next one is hand over hand neck scoop. And why we do that, we're going to bring blood up from the carotid to the face, great for circulation. All right, so you're going to use the flats of your fingers. Never want to have any rough fingers with that. Always have it nice and flat for gently lifting. So hand over hand from the carotid to the cheekbone. It's really almost like your hands are dancing. Very light. Do that about 8 times, then the other side. Lifting gently. You're going to get really good results with more blood and oxygen in the face. Okay. Now the next one is the chin wave. Now this is great for anybody that might have wattle here, loose skin. This will work beautifully. All right, so take your thumbs at the wattle area. Lift it up and over the jawline. Grab that extra skin. pull it up towards the cheekbone, make one big loop-de-loop. So it looks like this. Lift, grab, loop, de loop. So firm here, light when you get to here. And on pressure, on a scale of 1 to 10, I would say you'd be more like a 3-4 with that. And if somebody had older skin, maybe women that have gone past menopause, you may need to back that up to about a 2-3. Okay, so let's do that again. Lift it, grab it, loop it, and land. One more. Lift, grab, loop, to loop. Okay. All right, the next one is the 3-way chin glide. Now this would be for people here, I call them parentheses around the mouth, and we want to lift that up. So I like to use my middle finger. You are welcome to use your ring, but I don't recommend the index. That could be a little bit too deep. All right, so let's start off at the jawline. And you're going to draw to the lips and do another loop de loop. But it looks more like this. Lift, loop de loop. It's like you're making her smile. Lift, loop de loop. Lift. Doing 5 of those. Lift. That's the first one. Now the second one, you're going to move out about maybe 1/2 inch and do that same move, but now what you're going to do is take it to the cheekbone. You get to the cheekbone and give me that loop to loop again. Lift, loop, lift, lift. So we're training the skin and the muscles. All right, let's move back in and go right past the lips to the sinus point. Pause maybe a nanosecond and give me another loop to loop. Lift. Keep your hands relaxed. Lift. One more. Okay. The next one is the eye orbit trigger point, and I like to do that because that will help to release sinus frontalis. We have a lot of mucus that stays in this area, and you want to release that. So go underneath the orbital ridge, and you're going to pull back, like towards me, and hold that maybe a nice slow 5 seconds. Releasing slowly. All right, the next one's the eyebrow stroke. Now I like to do these because we're going to train the eyebrows first to stay up. A lot of people mention that they just don't like how the eyelids are drooping, and they like a lot of help with that. So we're going to start off first with the eyebrows for eyebrow stroke. Okay, here we go. Now you're going to go finger over finger, and it's more like a flicky. And if you can see the eyebrow jumping a little bit, that's what you want. It's not like just drawing on her. Flick it. Gentle flicks, moving from inside to outside. Five times each side. Now keep in mind, I'm going in slow motion. You will find it gets easier to go faster. Okay. All right, the next one is the eyelid lift. Now this is very important to do this correctly, even more than quickly, because if you do this too quickly or too deeply, you can have the opposite effect. She won't like you tomorrow because then she looks like a frog. So what we want to do is go gently, maybe about a 2 pressure, but we're going to train this skin to stay up nice and tight. All right, here we go. One finger, you talk to one finger is the puller, and one is the trapper. All right. Now pull the skin from the inside, and you take her to her end point. That meaning as far as that skin will go. Now you see that ridge. That's what we want. So hold on to that. And this finger traps it there. Now I'm going to lift, trap, lift, trap, lift, trap. So if you let go and you just do this, see, you've lost her. There's nothing staying up. So make sure one does the lifting and one does the trapping. Okay, the second one, we take from the inside and go to the middle. And again, taking it to her end point where you see that lift, that's what we want. Always pull from the inside. You don't want to pull her eyelid open. There's the middle. All right, the furthest one out, we're going to go way up, like a 45-degree angle. And if you're all old enough to know who Spock is, we want to do the Spock here, way up high, and trap it. So never pull to the side. That's where you're going to give her the opposite problem, that you're going to break down the skin. Way up high. And this is how we train the eyelid skin to stay up. Okay, let's do the other side. So pull, trap, trap. There's that lift. I want to hold on to that. So I'm going to change fingers here. Trap. 5 of those. 5 inside to middle. See, I've not let go of her. This is what it would look like if you mix up your fingers. Feels lovely, but it's not doing a thing. Keep her lifted. Now let's do the Spock here, way up high. Okay. Under eye circling is next, which will really help with any puffiness or dark circles. I like to use either the middle or the ring finger because this skin is very thin, so you've got to lighten up on your pressure. I'd say more of like a 2 to 3. All right, the first one, you're right underneath the eyelashes, you're very close, and you're going to do 1 loop, 2 loop, ears. So you're going to move the lymph into the ears where our natural drain is. Gently 1, 2, ears. I like to do these at least 3 times. All right. The next one is finger chase. So what you're going to do, same place, but you're going to gently push the lymph into the ears. Swipe, swipe, swipe. Very gently. Do that at least 3 times. Gentle pushes. Okay. The last one is the same area, 2 finger, 1 loop. So here we go, 1 and ears. So you're just gently moving the lymph out of the area. Okay. All right. The next is the jaw jowl flick, also known as the Michael Douglas. Michael Douglas has a gorgeous jawline, so I like to mention that. For ease of remembering. So what we're going to do is pinch at the jawline. Your index and middle are underneath the jawbone. Your thumb is on top. So I'm contouring. Take it all the way across, pinching, pinching. Now when you go around the bend of the jawbone, flick it up. So contour, flick. Contour, flick. So you want to see that jump. You want to see that vibration. I do this at least 5 times. Now you don't want to do what I call jaw jam, so don't jam her jaws together. Just pinch here and flick. Okay. All right, the next is hand over hand neck scoop again. We want to bring more blood to the face. So gently lifting, hand over hand. Give me at least 8. You can see how wonderfully pink her face is, so we're doing a good job. All right. The next one is sideways and up cheek flick. Now, your hands are going to be doing some different things, so you've got to talk to your fingers to obey you. But what we're going to do is I kind of call it like a wax on, wax off. We're in the cheek area, the apple of the cheek, and you're going to go from nose to ears, ears to nose. Nose to ears, ears to nose. So it's a flick, 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 flick. Now this is easier, faster, I promise. You're going to do at least 20 of the sideways. And then change directions to straight up. Now my middle finger, when it feels that cheekbone, it is going to flick it. So flick, flick, flick. Do 20 of these. Okay, other side. Nose to ears, ears to nose. Flick, flick. And then up. Feel that cheekbone? We're snapping. Okay. Okay, figure eight is next. We're going to travel down the face, but ever so lightly, because we're still defying gravity. We're going to come back up much firmer. So this is going to be great for circulation, lifting the jowl area. So very, very lightly they feel you on the way down and firm it up. Feather, firm. At least, I'd say 5 times. All right, that leads us right to eye circling. Now this is great for circulation and also lifting and tightening. So this is one of those brain things. You've got to get your brain out of the way because it wants you to match up, but as one finger's going down, then the other one goes. So let me show you here. Circle around and come back. Then this one goes. Stay above the eyebrows so we don't bend the upper eyelid tissue backwards. Okay, now just get your brain out of the way and go for it. Round and round we go, at least 6 full repetitions. A little lighter pressure, which leads us right to forehead crisscross. Now you'll like this because this really will help to soften the forehead fascia. When you lighten this, then it will soften the deep lines. All right, so let's start in the center. As you can see, we do have some frown lines here. So I'm going to start right on top of that. 2 fingers right in front of each other, and you're going to go front to back, back to front, front to back, back to front. So I'm twisting the fascia, and I go up towards the hairline. Now let's go 2 over the right eyebrow. So twist, 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 twist. It is easier, faster. I'm going to go back to center because this is some good lines here I want to work on, so you can stay right on top of this. You really can't hurt a forehead. And then move up. Now we'll go the left. So cover the entire forehead wherever you see the deep lines. Work that. Okay, now Pac-Man is next. We're all old enough to know the Pac-Man game. This is the chomper, and you're trying to eat this finger. So what we're going to do is squeeze the apple of the cheek. What we're trying to do is we're going to plump the cheek area, and we're also moving mucus to the ears. So squeeze, feed, squeeze, feed, squeeze, feed. Squeeze, feed. I'm going to go a little faster so you can see how it's supposed to look together. It's a plump and feed. Always from the nose to the ears. I do that at least 5 times. Okay, other side. Gonna change hands. Squeeze and feed. One more. Okay. All right, next is the scissor squeeze. I also call this the plucka plucka. All right, this one's easy. We're going to use our index and middle and pick the cheekiest part here, the roundest part, and you're going to squeeze and pluck up towards the ceiling. Pluck, pluck, pluck. I do at least 8 of those, many as you like. Okay, next is around the world. Now this is fantastic for circulation, but also we're going to lift the entire face in 2 different directions. Start at the wattle, if one had a wattle. But start here, and you're going to lift. Go 1, 2, and roll. Remember, we don't use a lot of pressure on the way down, so very, very lightly. Lift, lift, roll. 1, 2, go. 1, 2, go. I go 5 times each direction. Now stay clear of the eyes. Don't put the massage cream in the eyes. That will not feel good. Let's change directions. 1, 2, roll. Lift, 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 lift. One more. Okay, next one will be the forehead lift. Now this is also nice, so the forehead fascia that gets kind of droopy and sits on your eyebrows, this will help to lift that. So with the flats of your hands, the palm, right about there at the bridge of the nose, and you're going to lift it, alternate all the way up to the hairline. And you can see how it jumps a little bit. That's what you want. So do at least 8 of these. Okay. All right, the next one is the under chin scoop, again for the wattle. You want to tighten that up. Now it's important, I like to use my middle and ring. When you take that extra skin, you want to flick it outwards. Don't flick it in where you are doing jaw jam again. That won't feel good. So take that extra skin and it's like you're flicking it towards her knees. Flick, flick, flick. Anything that's loose, flick that. I'd say at least 8 times, 10 times. Okay. Now, the last one is the cheek snap. Now I like to use my middle fingers. You can use your ring. Take from the jaw and you're going to lift it to the cheekbone and snap it. Lift, snap. Now let me show you alternating. It should look like this. You can see her vibrating. That's what you want. So it's a firm lift, snap. Do that at least 8 times. Okay, now that's the end of round 1. So what I do is what I call just my effleurage stroke. It's just a nice signifying that that's the end of round 1. Now you're getting ready to do this 2 more times. It's important to do it 3 times for a treatment because then you're going to get that tightening and toning. Now it should take you 10 minutes or less to complete all 20 strokes. After you finish the strokes 3 times, this should be the end of the first 30 minutes. I'm going to show you now all the techniques at a faster tempo, which is ideal for full effect. Okay, now I'm going to demonstrate the second half of the massage treatment. First, you need to rinse your bowl and refill with fresh hot water. And you have 2 new cleanse pads. And we're going to remove all of the massage cream. Again, always wiping up or to the side. Spend some good time at the eyes so that we don't have any massage cream left behind. Okay, that looks good. All right, we're going to get 1 hot towel. Hot being the right word. Flip this around a little bit so it's not too hot. Test on your wrists. Okay. Is that temperature okay? Okay. Under the chin, across the cheeks, forehead, leave the nose clear. Now, as hot as that comes out of there, it only takes seconds to get cool, so don't be afraid of that. Now let her enjoy that nice hot towel, because we've just been vibrating her face for the last 30 minutes, so this is going to feel good. Again, a little bit of my sugar smoothie cream, and we're going to moisturize the décolleté. Nothing worse than a dry, crepey décolleté. Smell my hands with the sugar cream on. Okay, this should be ready to go. Unwrap that. Get another hot towel. This is going to go behind the neck in just a moment. Kind of triple fold that. Lift her head, slide that underneath, and then slowly put her head down just in case it's too warm. And then I tuck. Okay, now we're going to head down to the feet and undrape that and put hot towels there. Okay, undrape the feet. Wrap 1 hot towel around each foot. Cover both feet tightly with the bath towel to hold in the warmth, and cover the towel with the sheet and blanket. Now you're going to massage the hands and upper arms with the sugar smoothie cream, approximately 2 to 3 minutes each. After you complete both hands and arms, unwrap 1 foot. Hold the foot up while discarding the wet towel and placing it on the dry area of the bath towel. Massage the foot and lower leg for approximately 3 minutes and recover with the sheet. And then repeat all to the other foot and leg for another 3 minutes. then you need to go wash your hands. Okay, we're going to take out that under neck towel. Get another one to drape on to the décolleté. Always go slowly in case it's too warm and you're not too committed. Take another hot towel. This will be for the face. Now she's got all this wonderful warmth pressed into the pecs. Pressing gently. Now if you have a client that has a little bit of claustrophobia, you can still give them this nice towel, but unroll it there so they can see. That's a lot of it. Sometimes if they can't see, they might panic a little bit. So they can still enjoy the hot towel. Okay, that chest towel feels ready to go. Recover. Face towel's ready. If you've got a few minutes left, you've got a nice warm trapezius you can work on. Just a nice squeezy massage. Okay, then we're almost done here. I'm going to take off the headband, and you might do a little scalp rub. Who doesn't like a scalp rub? I'm also going to help wake them up because they never want to get off the table. Okay. Now we're going to assist them up to a sitting position for another hot towel. Okay, now we're going to assist our client up. Take the bolster out first. Now always lift with full neck support. You hold on to the sheet and get that last hot towel for her back. Is that good? Okay. Now this also gets them in the sitting position because, like I said, they never want to leave. Squeeze the traps through there. Back scrub. Okay, treatment's done, and she's gorgeous. Now, I do recommend a series of this treatment to your clients who are looking for that dramatic change and look to their face and neck. To achieve that, I like to offer a 12-week series, once a week for 12 weeks or twice a week for 6. If they can't commit to the 12 weeks, I offer a 6, and then we reevaluate her progress and either go on to another 6 weeks or do a maintenance plan every 2. I like to take before and after pictures with no makeup on. They'll be thrilled with the results as long as they don't burn their face in the sun or in a tanning bed. This can undo any benefits that you may have achieved. This treatment is so fun to do and gives so many benefits to both men and women who would like to have a more youthful look without surgery. Regular facial toning treatment can help reduce the signs of aging. Thank you for joining me for the Aldela Face Toning Massage.